5 tips for building rejection resilience. What does that feel like for you when perhaps you asked someone else and they didn't respond? Or perhaps you went on a date and you were really excited about this person and you could see potential there. You wanted to get to know her more, but she's not on the same page. Rejection sucks. That's the truth. It sucks. So today here we are talking about how to build more rejection resilience when you are dating. So that then when you are navigating these dating situations, it doesn't feel quite so hard. Hi, my name is Dr. Marie. I'm a registered psychologist and a relationship therapist and a coach for men who want to become more confident in dating. Today we're really talking about something that is very difficult in dating. And of course, rejection is a part of the dating process, but there are ways to approach it. And I wanted to offer you 5 tips that will help you to become more resilient and take it less personally when someone says no. And if you enjoy this kind of content and tips on dating confidently, do subscribe to this channel so that you'll be notified of any new videos. Okay, so let's go into it. So the number one way of really building rejection resilience is through self-connection. If you haven't done much self-awareness work before, this may be quite a new concept. And what does that mean when we are talking about self-connection? Don't you worry. If you haven't done much self-development work, that's absolutely fine. You have to start from somewhere and build it from there. So self-connection means about really tuning into yourself, tuning into your emotions. And I've done previous videos on emotion regulation, which I can link here so that you can then go and check those out too. Self-connection is really about tuning inwards and noticing what is going on for you internally. Having a mindful practice where you are mindfully observing your bodily states and really understanding your emotions. Because the more you understand your emotions, the more you understand about how life and different situations impact you. And the more you can be your own source of support when you're connecting inwards, the better your relationships are and the better you feel emotionally. And I always recommend having a meditation practice, because what can meditation do to help to build rejection resilience? If you meditate regularly, what that can do, because you learn to regulate your nervous system, to bring the arousal down, and then it is almost as if you're creating this invisible bubble where you know that you have the tools for bringing down any arousal, really bringing down any uncomfortable feelings. And you are more connected to yourself, who you are as a person. And it is like you have this bubble around you. And many times I recommend to people before going on the date is to meditate and really connect with yourself and find a peaceful state. And then you have a memory of that peaceful state, even in a situation when it might feel a little bit nerve-wracking. So this self-connection through also journaling, but also especially through meditating. And it doesn't have to be anything very complicated, even like a 10-minute meditation and just learning to regulate your nervous system can be really helpful with building rejection resilience. Number 2 is about building self-compassion. So you may have these self-critical thoughts like, of course she didn't like you. Of course she didn't want to go out with you again. Of course women don't like you because you don't look that way or this way or whatever it is. All of these thoughts are coming from your previous experiences in life. What you need to learn to practice is self-compassion. And this is about talking to yourself as if you were your own best friend. What would you say to your best friend if they had bad luck in love? What would you say to them? You would probably find some encouraging words to say to them. And in the same way, if you learn to practice self-compassion, saying kind words to yourself, this can actually really help you in those tricky moments. But if you do it enough, and take it almost as like a life practice, it will help to create this bubble around you, or like a protective layer again. Stop you from taking any kind of rejection, or as I would say, redirection in dating, so personally. So learn to speak to yourself as if you were your own best friend. And then number 3 is about detaching from the dating outcome. Remember, dating is like an experiment. We're just testing out waters. Where does it fit right? Where does it not fit right? And especially in the early days of dating, it is not so much about you as a person. You have the right to ask and invite for dates, and the other person has the right to kind of say, yes, I'm interested, I'm not interested. Most of you have the right to really explore and understand what's good for you. So if someone is not interested in you, that means that it's not a good fit. When you learn to detach from the dating outcome, then even any redirection, it doesn't become so personal, because you understand that this is not about you deep down being not good enough. It is about that person thinking that maybe that there's not enough to go by. As people, you may have different values. You may have different goals in life. There may be so many reasons. So learn to really detach from the dating outcome as you are putting yourself out there. And number 4 is about having positive experiences in your life all the time, with friends, with family, with, other exciting things going on in your life. Then dating is just a small part of it. It doesn't become the thing in your life. And that way, you are in a much better also energetic state to date. And that's very attractive when someone's really, got there lots of things going on. But it also helps you with that sort of rejection resilience, because you've got lots of lovely experiences in your life going on. So that's really important. So focus on that. If you're a little bit lacking on that sort of social and kind of activity levels, doing things that make you feel good within yourself. And then number 5, it's about seeking support from those who are really supportive to you. When you had the tough patch, it's about being aware that there are people in your life who are supportive, and do speak to them. And if you want to speak to a professional, that's great, because a professional can give you their professional, of course, views, but also help you if it feels a little bit embarrassing to talk about dating with your friends in a kind of more deeper way. So professional can really always help you to know what's going on and help you to make sense of what's going on in your dating life and how to improve your dating life. So I hope you found those tips useful. Do hit that like button so that this video will be shown to other men in a similar position to you. If you also want to get more tips on how to become more confident in dating, do go and download my Dating Confidence Kickstart Guide. The details are in the show notes. And you'll get 10 more actionable tips on how to become more confident in dating. So I hope to see you soon.